do it. Prahlad, are you ready?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
Jnanati virandasya jnananjana chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai shri gurave namah.
Okay. Now tell me if my next slide is up. Is this up? Is the new slide up?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay,
Yes,
Param.
Mataji.
Yeah. Let Param continue from here. Okay, Prahlad?
Okay, Mataji.
Thank you. Yes, Param.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine. Do I have to do the next verse, Mataji?
Yeah, can you read the translation, beta?
Our respectful obeisances are unto you, O spiritual master, servant of Saraswati Goswami. You are kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya Dev and delivering the Western countries which are filled with impersonalism and voidism.
Okay. Anish, you want to continue?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to read the sloka or the translation?
Both.
Oh. Can you help me?
Yeah. Namaste Saraswate Deve
Namaste Saraswate Vene
Gauravani Pracharine
Gauravani Chitrani Re
Nirvishesha Shunyavadi
Nirish Vashesha Sasunyavadi
Paschyata Desha Tarine.
Pasha Desha Trani
And what is the translation?
Our respectful obeisances unto you, a spiritual master, servant Saraswati Devi Goswami. You are kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya Devi and delivering the Western countries which are filled with
Yeah, let's break the word. Impersonalism. Okay.
Impersonalism. Okay. And voidism. Right?
Very good. Yes. Thank you. Next. Is the next slide up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whose turn is it now? Is it my Mishri's turn? I think it's Mishri's turn. Let's do it, Mishri. Are you ready, Mishri?
But I need help.
Yes. So this is called as Panchatattva Mahamantra. Okay. So now this starts with Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu Nityananda
Prabhu Nityananda
Shri Advaita Gadadhara
Shri Advaita
Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Shri Goswami Bhogavinda
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Gauravratavinda.
Yes, and now everyone. Now everybody got the turn? Did everyone got the turn? Yes, right? Oh, who's Krishna? Oh, you changed your name to Krishna? Okay, so we have Krishna here. Okay, so everyone will unmute and also on their camera. Okay, and together, Prahlad, Mishri, Anish, everybody. Okay. And everyone will raise their hands and let's do the Maha Mantra. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Very good. Okay, let's move on to our next slide. So now you all have to tell me who all are ready with the shlokas. Who learned shlokas? Mishri did, Anish. Okay. Param did. Okay, which ones do you all remember? Do you all remember 3.9?
No.
Okay. Do you all remember 3.14? Annad Bhavanti Bhutani, you all did this.
No.
Which one?
We are not 3.21.
3.21. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Let's see. Okay. Param is ready. Okay, Param.
Yat yat chariti shrestha tat tevataro janaha sayat pranam yanam kuryute lokastananu
Very good. Who's taking the turn now? Okay, now I cannot see you all. Okay, if you all want to raise the hand so that I can see it on the chat thing. Okay, virtual raising hand, not like raising your hand. Okay. Next, who's taking the next turn? Unmute and start, beta. Anish raised. Okay, Anish, go ahead.
Let me see. Yad yad acharvati stretas tajad evrato janaha sa yad pranam kurate lokasta anavartate.
Very good. Two more. Mishri raised. Very good, Mishri.
Yad yad akarti sita tat evetaro janaha sayat pramanam kurute tat lokastat anuvartate.
Very good. Who else is here? Let me see. Did everybody got the turn? Okay. Param, can you tell me what is the translation for this one, beta?
Okay, Mataji.
Mhm.
Whatever action is performed by a great man, common men follow in his footsteps, and whatever standards he sets by clearing acts, all the world sees.
Okay. Anish?
The sloka of the translation.
Translation?
Whatever the action is performed by a great man, command man, follow in his footsteps, and whatever stands he sets by
Exemplary?
exemplary acts, all the world right?
Pursues, yes. I am very proud of you. Mamta Mataji will be very proud of you all. Mishri, you have something to tell me? You're raising your hand? No? Okay. So let's move on to our new story. Who is ready for the story? Krishna. Oh my God, look at how you're chanting. Wow, very good. Okay, let's do some story reading, okay? So now in Vrindavan, there's another visitor. Now this time, who is visiting Krishna? Any guesses by the picture? This is a huge bull demon. And this huge bull demon, which Krishna slayed, if you all can see that in the picture towards the left on the screen, that is who? That is Aristasura. It's a big, huge bull demon, okay? And just like how Krishna very easily slays all the demon, even though they think they're very, very powerful, without any weapon or anything, and without taking any, too much of strain, he just slays, right? Similarly, the same thing will happen. We know what is the end of the story, what is the climax of the story, but we will still see what happened when this demon came and what kind of disturbances was he trying to make and how Krishna saved all his dear Vrindavan Vasis once again. Okay? Are you guys ready to read the story? Okay, we'll take the lead. Who will take the lead? Just start, unmute and start reading. Whoever wants to take the lead. Okay, I cannot see anybody. Okay, Anish raised. Okay, Anish, go ahead, beta.
Okay, Vrindavan was always a
Vrindavan?
absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna. Everyone remembered his pastimes and was constantly
Merged
immersed in the ocean of transcendental bliss.
bliss.
But but the material world is so
Contaminated
and contaminated, even in Vrindavan,
the asuras
or demons tried to disturb the peaceful
situation. Yes. So what is this saying? What is Prabhupada writing here? Is that Vrindavan was always absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna. Now imagine Krishna was there in person, but still they were absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna. Such a contradictory statement. When someone is there, how can you be still thinking about that person, right? But here how? Like how we saw gopis when Krishna was away with his friends, with his cows in the morning, they would be just constantly remembering Krishna and not like being, away from him, even for a second, even for a moment, right? So similarly, when he would go out, the mother Yashoda would also be absorbed in his thoughts. All the elder gopis we saw in the previous stories, how they would also be thinking about Krishna when he would come to steal butter from their home, and sometimes when he doesn't come, then they would be thinking, why is he not here today? Then they would take up all the stories and go to Mother Yashoda, right? And then similarly, everybody in Vrindavan, like literally everyone, the Nand Maharaj's, friends, they would be always talking about Krishna, how nice he is, how beautiful he is, how everything is so auspicious because Krishna is in Vrindavan. They would be always, always, always talking about Krishna. So it is said here that everyone in Vrindavan was always absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna, right? So whatever he did in past, so past times means whatever he did in the past, whatever leelas he did in the past, they would be always thinking about it, and their minds would be just engaged in thinking about the transcendental activities, what Krishna does. That's why they get the transcendental bliss. Now, bliss means what? Happiness, okay? What does bliss means? Happiness. But they say the material world is so contaminated that even in Vrindavan, which is such a special place because Krishna had such beautiful pastime, performed such beautiful pastimes in Vrindavan, the asuras means who? The demons. They tried to still come and disturb such a peaceful situations. So asuras are who? Whoever who does not believe that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, who does not believe what our Vedas states about Krishna, all those people are actually called as asuras or demons. And here we actually see that huge demons, right? In Krishna pastimes, we see huge demons. They always come. And who is sending all the demons? Most of the demons are coming from whom? Kamsa. We know, right? Kamsa has been sending all the demons. Sometimes the demon themselves, they say, oh, such beautiful boy, small boy, who is he's like, so happy. Everybody is so happy among with him. Let me go and disturb. So such is the mentality of demons. They would not see anybody happy anytime, right? And so even when everything was such bliss in Vrindavan, there were still asuras or demons. One such demon was Aristasura. Okay, let someone read this next one. Who's reading the next one? Raise your hand. I cannot see it on the screen. Okay, Anish raised again. Okay, Anish, go ahead.
Yes.
Once a demon.
I got it. What's a demon named?
Aristasura.
Atastura entered the village in the form of a great bull, but they get
Gigantic.
gigantic body and a huge horn.
Digging.
Digging up the earth with his who's when the demon entered Vrindavan, the whole that land appeared to tremble as if there were an earthquake. He roared. Roared fiercely, and after digging up the earth on the riverside, I cannot see because your thing is there.
Okay, no problem. Okay.
Okay, he entered the village proper, the fearful.
Yeah, let's stop here, Anish. Let's stop here. Okay, we will discuss this passage first. Okay, so what happened? One such demon named Aritsasura. Okay, so one such demon, like who was in the body of a great bull, like great bull in the sense like he was very huge. That's why they're calling it gigantic. Means what? Huge, very big, very big. And he had huge horns. Huge horns. You see here in the picture, the huge horns. Can you see? So he had huge horns and he entered Vrindavan. And as soon as he entered Vrindavan, it so appeared that the whole land began to tremble. We can imagine how huge and how big he would have been, that everything was disturbed. The land itself got disturbed, right? As if, and here it is stated that as if there was an earthquake. You all know what an earthquake is? What happens in an earthquake?
The earth trembles when there's an earthquake.
Yes.
The earth moves like when it's an earthquake. It
Yeah, the
moves.
earth is moving constantly, but during the earthquake, what happens is it just trembles. It just trembles. It just goes up and down like that. Okay? Like if you have a hand, put your hand straight and just move your hand up and down. Just, you will understand what that is. So that happened all of a sudden, as if it was an earthquake. The earth started to tremble. The whole Vrindavan land started to tremble. And then he started to roar like very fiercely. And then he also started to dig up the earth. And with what? With those two horns which he has, he started to dig that earth. And he was like getting so ready as if he has come to have a war or a fight with someone. And when this happened, all the people around were so worried. There were so many cows which were pregnant, which were about to give birth to the little calves, little babies. The women who were carrying, all of them, because of that, the fearful roar which happened, that sound was so strong and so piercing that some of the cows and some of the women who were about to give babies lost their child because of this. That kind of uh, bad roar he created at once. And yeah, Param raised hand. Okay, Param, I'll give you the chance. Okay, let's go ahead.
So where do I have to read from?
Okay, so, where did I discuss for again till here? So you can start. Its body was so big.
Its body was so big, stout, and strong that a cloud hovered over its body, just as clouds hover over mountains. Parasuka entered Vrindavan with such fearful appearance that just on seeing this great demon, all the men and women were afflicted with great fear, and the cows and other animals fled the village.
Afflicted with great fear. Mhm.
I read.
You read? Oh, I didn't get the last. Okay. And the cows and other animals fled the village. Yeah. So just imagine he was so fearful, and everyone at once when they saw, they were so scared. They got scared because sometimes even I don't know about you all, but I get scared sometimes when I see something which is larger than life and which is scary, which is not something which I am used to seeing on an every day-to-day basis. So this is not something which they would be expecting, right? So they were like very scared because of his very kind of fearful appearance. And then all the men and women, whoever must have seen the sight of he entering and the tremble of the land happening, they were in fear. They started to run away from that sight. Okay, right, we will all do that, right? We all want to get away from that scene. We don't want to get in that trouble. So they were all going and running away. Okay, let's see what happened next. Now you have to tell me if the slide has changed. Is the slide changed or is it still there?
Still there.
Uh-oh.
Still there.
Okay, now?
No, it's not really so. It says a different.
It's a new one now?
Yes, Mataji, but the picture is same.
Picture is same. Yeah, the picture is same. Yes. Now, I think who did not get chance to read? Anish read. Jana, do you want to read, beta?
Mataji, I didn't get to door.
Who is this? Pralhad? Is that you, beta?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, so you, Jana and Mishri, do you also want to read or you want to skip reading?
Read.
You want to read? Okay, so this passage and then next we have another slide. So you three can divide, okay? So let's start with Prahlad or Janav, whoever is ready.
I'm ready, Mataji.
Yes,
Where to start?
the situation became,
The situation became very tremble, and all the inhabitants of Vrindavan began to cry, Krishna, Krishna, please save us. Krishna saw that the cows were running away. He immediately replied, don't be afraid, don't be afraid. Then he appeared before Arastasara. You lowest of living entities. Why are you frightening the inhabitants of Goloka? What will you gain by this action? If you have got challenge my authority, I'm prepared to fight you.
yeah.
Like Krishna challenged the demon.
Yeah, let's stop here and discuss what we read. So now it says that the situation became very terrible. Yes, of course, right? It would. And all the inhabitants of Vrindavan began to cry, and they always cry. And then they know that there's nobody else but there's Krishna with them. So they would all cry and call out Krishna's name. Right, in most of the stories, almost all the stories, actually, we saw that every time they're in trouble, they would just instantly call for help and they would say, Krishna, Krishna, right? So again, here it goes. They're calling for Krishna to come and save them. And Krishna saw that all the cows were running away. And Krishna loves his cows and Krishna loves his people, right? Now, Krishna saw this and he did not like it. And he immediately said, you don't be afraid. I'm coming. And he was there. He just appeared before Aristasura. And then he started, chastising and saying that, oh, you lowest of the living entities, why are you frightening the inhabitants of Gokula? What will you gain by this action? Right? He was telling, why are you here? Why are you, troubling the people here? What will you gain? You have come to challenge my authority. Now, Krishna knows all the demons are actually coming to challenge him, right? So he was like, you have come here to challenge my authority? Then I am prepared to fight you, he said. So here we see such interesting thing that Krishna is always ready. No matter what, just call out for him and he'll be there to help you, right? Anytime. So in happiness and in distress, we should always remember Krishna. That is how we will remember, if there's something wrong also, we will call out for only help from Krishna. If there's something good happening, we should always be thankful to Krishna and be engaged in Krishna only in our minds. If we have Krishna only in our mind, only then this will happen.
I'm taking it.
Okay, Anish, what's up, beta? You good?
Yes.
So now Krishna is here to fight. And then the next part, Janav, you can continue.
Okay.
I want you to read from here. In this way, Krishna challenged the demon.
In this way, Krishna challenged the demon.
And the demon became very angry.
And demon became very angry by the words of Krishna. Krishna stood before the bull, rested his hand on the shoulder of a friend. The bull proceeded toward Krishna in anger.
Mm.
Digger in earth with his
Aristasura.
Aristasura lifted his tail and it approached the cloud. Were hovering about the tall. His eyes were reddish
Mm.
and moving in anger, pointing his horns at Krishna. He stormed him just like that thunder of Indra, but Krishna immediately cutted his horns and tossed him away just as a
Gigantic
gigantic elephant
repels.
repels a small insect.
Yes. Okay, let's stop here. So what happened here? Can someone tell me how he reacted? Now the demon reacted when he saw Krishna. What did he do? What happened? Can someone say? Are you all here? Let me see. Kaushik? Yeah, Kaushik.
I think what's happening is that the demon thought he was gonna kill Krishna, but he couldn't, and then he got scared.
Okay, you are right. Anish, what happened in the sentences we just read, Janav just read?
Um, uh, he he tried to kill Krishna, but Krishna killed the demon, so they're just in trouble. So I think it happened in Gokul Vrindavan, and
Yes.
he tried to kill.
Hmm.
And yeah.
Yes. Okay, you all are right. But see here, it says in this way, Krishna challenged the demon by just coming in front of him and challenging him that, hey, why are you disturbing my people? If you have come to challenge me, I am right here. So we know our Krishna is fearless. He's the personality, supreme God, right? So he is fearless. He just came right in front of him. And then Krishna challenged the demon, right? Okay, now here, Krishna stood before the bull, resting his hand on the shoulder of a friend. Can you imagine that everyone is like, afraid and flying, just running here and there, and Krishna just came and he rested his shoulder on his friend's shoulder and he's just talking. And then seeing this, the bull got more angry. Like if someone is challenging you for a fight, and if you're like really, really relaxed and you don't care, the other party will definitely get more, irritated because they would think that, oh, I am showing my power and he is just relaxing. How is it possible, right? So in this way, this demon also, Aristasura also got very angry because he was seeing that even after me showing so much of power, this boy he's just relaxed in front of me, right? And then he proceeded in anger. And in anger, what he started to do, he started to dig earth with his hooves. That's so funny, right? He's just doing his nodding his head and going down, and with his horns, he's just trying to dig the earth. Oh, And then Aristasura lifted his tail, and it appeared that clouds were hovering about the tail. So he was that gigantic. You can imagine, right? When the tail went up, it looks like, all the clouds were hovering about the tail. Wow, he was that gigantic. He was that big. Now his eyes were reddish and moving in anger. Why were they reddish? Because he was very angry. And if someone is angry, we say, oh, your eyes have turned red. Why are you so angry or so mad at me, right? So he was that angry that his eyes turned reddish. Now he pointed his horns towards Krishna. And then he charged him just like the thunderbolt of Indra. Imagine that kind of power he was trying to showcase, in front of Krishna. Oh, we know Krishna, right? Now let's see what Krishna has done. Okay, let's go on. If someone can read this, but Krishna immediately cut his horns part. Maybe Mishri, you want to read, beta?
I don't know how to read.
You don't want to read? Okay. Can someone else take the turn again? Oh, actually, I saw someone else joined. Janav, you want to take turn?
No.
Kushal, you? Kushal, you want to take turn? Okay, no worries. I'll continue the story. Okay, but Krishna immediately, what Krishna did, he got his horns and he tossed him away. Just as a gigantic elephant repels a small, like a mini elephant. Although the demon was perspiring and appeared very tired, he took courage again and he got up. Now Krishna first came, he challenged, he stood there, he was relaxed. And when the bull started to fight, Krishna gave him back. But, Krishna tossed him and the demon was perspiring. He was like, he looked very tired because of that, but still he was trying to muster some courage and he again got up and he was rushing towards Krishna and he was breathing very heavily. And then suddenly Krishna just got his horns and immediately threw him to the ground, breaking his horns, through which the horns he was trying to, showcase some horn talent there, right? So Krishna just broke his horns. And then Krishna then began to kick his body. And after that, Aristasura was no more. He was bleeding from his mouth. He was passing stool and urine, which is like a very pitiable condition. And then he passed away and then he returned to the kingdom of the dead where he belonged to, right? That's how Krishna slayed Aristasura, okay? And then seeing this, the demigods in the celestial planets, they all came. They were so happy to see the sight of Krishna's, wonderful achievements and how Krishna, when he was, after this thing, they showered flowers and everyone in Vrindavan, they were so happy to see this scene again, that Krishna, because, they always think of Krishna as their life and soul. They cannot, they don't know anything else besides Krishna. So they were so happy to see this thing. They were very happy. And then when Krishna and Balram entered the Vrindavan village, everyone were praying, the tribulations, the jubilations were so good. They were so happy. And everyone were, of course, talking about another pastime was given to them. And they were again engaged and absorbed in Krishna as they would always be. So here we end this beautiful story. If you guys have any questions, y'all can ask me and we will proceed for our next activity, which is our drawing. And if you guys are ready with your supplies, we can start that. Okay?
Mataji,
Yes, Pitaji.
I don't have all my I don't have all my materials yet.
Okay, I'll give you a minute time and then you can go run, get your paper, pencil, eraser if you want, and color pencils. Okay? Let's quickly get it. Tick, tick, 1, tick, tick, 2. Okay, let me see who all are here now. Oh, Param. That's such a nice Narsingha Bhagwan ki jai. Yes, very good.
I have another one.
Yeah, you chant?
Yeah.
Very good, very good. How many rounds do you chant?
Sometimes 16 or sometimes less.
Haribol. You guys are such elevated devotees. Oh my God, very good. Yes, Bitaji, is it Jana? Yes, Jana.
Yes, so I don't have color pencil. Is it
Okay.
okay to use
Why
crayons?
my video is off? Okay. Huh?
Is it okay to use crayons?
That is okay. That is all up to you. Whatever colors you have. So we will do, let's see, what is the time now? Yeah, so we will do the pencil part. The coloring part, you can take it as your homework. Okay, is that good?
Yes.
Okay, Mishri, are you ready with your supplies? Kushal, very good. Okay. So here comes your drawing teacher. Mataji, are you ready?
Circle. 3 circles. That is 3 circles. Take another paper and look at it. ऐसे करने के लिए खुद ही श्वास सर्कस गया नहीं इक्वल का किया लगा दो
Yeah.
Hey, Krishna, everyone.
give me a pencil.
Okay, are you guys ready with your pencil and paper? Okay.
One second, I will help you.
Okay, so let's start. You guys want to first draw a circle, a nice big circle.
Give me a pencil.
If it goes off, it's fine. Okay, so here is your circle.
Nello box में तरह तरह
Okay. Oh, wow. Wonderful, Jonas. You're okay. Now, inside of that circle, you want to do an outside of it. So I'll show you in a minute. Okay. So you want like another circle inside of it, and then we're gonna do just 2 more circles. So there's one, and okay.
Mataji,
Yes.
where two more circles? Where?
Inside.
Inside of it.
Here. You see how it is on mine?
Okay.
Can you?
Um,
Okay, let me.
Any question?
Yes, I do. We're supposed to put the thing in the circles inside, right? The circles inside, right?
Yeah. You see it?
Oh,
I'll move it up closer. Here. So something like this. You guys want a minute to draw that? You guys can. I saw Pramak. I saw Jonas. Okay. So let's continue. Okay, so once you're done with your circles, on the one that's on the very outside, the first one, you want to do lines just like this. From that, you can see you want to make them all over. Just that part. And make sure that they all connect from one side to the other. So should be all of these lines like that. Okay. Okay. So here's how it should look like. Okay. And now if you're done with that, then we can do a circle and a smaller circle in here. So like this. Is everyone done doing their lines? Yes, John, if you're done, Can I see him? Wow, wonderful. Anyone else done? Anish, oh, I see Anish. Wow, wonderful, Anish. Kasha, are you still working on yours? Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Mishri, did you finish?
Still working.
All right. I'll give it like another second or so, and then we're gonna move on, okay? Okay. Let's move on. So now, inside where you did this, see here, where you did that. Now we want to make like a flower like thing. So yeah, I'll just move it closer. And what you want to do this is almost like drawing petals, but you want to leave it. And you want to do it to all four sides. And you can turn your paper if you need to. And you just want to make four of those.
Mataji,
Uh-huh.
what are you supposed to do after the small circle inside?
Are you talking about this part?
Yeah, yes, that part, yeah.
Do you want to know how to do that?
Yeah, no, but I just wanted to know where it goes. Where it is. Where is it?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, is everybody ready to move on?
No, not me. Not me. I'm not ready.
Okay. We'll give it another second or so.
Teacher doesn't help you.
Huh?
Ask your teacher.
No, why?
Hmm?
No, why?
Say.
Help. Lover. Lover.
అయిపోయింది లెమన్ వి షేప్స్ కి చుట్టూ దాని చుట్టూ వి షేప్స్ కి కుషల్ పైన పెట్టుకో పెట్టుకో వి షేప్స్ కి దాని చుట్టూ లోపల దీని చుట్టూ వి షేప్స్ అంతే
Okay, let's move on. So
I'm not done.
you're not done yet? Do you need help?
No.
No? Okay. We'll just
Mine is done.
do this
Mine is
circle
done.
until you finish.
Mine is done.
Okay.
Okay. For those who are done, you could just like draw like tiny circles around this. Maybe like 6 or more should be good. You can fill it up a little bit if you want to. And we'll wait for you.
I'm done.
Okay, you're done? Okay.
Mom,
So yeah, so once you're done with that, you just want to do circles on this side, as you can see here. And then right after that, we'll do one petal over here. So one big petal. And then inside of that, you want to do another petal. And then you want to do a circle. Okay. And Kosho, if you want me to do that again, after you're done drawing these circles, I can do it for you. So here, I'll just do a few more. So petal. And you want to make sure it's like round up here. And then their petal inside. And then like a circle. Petal. And then another petal. And then a half circle. So petal. Another petal. Half circle. And you want to just do a couple of those as it looks like it's gonna fill that up. Let's take this one out.
Mataji, I'm done.
You're done?
I'm not done.
Wow, that looks so good.
Mommy,
Okay.
I'm gonna write my name under.
And you guys can also color this later for homework. And then you can put it in the group chat if you need to.
కలర్ చేయమని చెప్పింది టీచర్ విన్నావా?
Kusha, can I see that again?
And later anta.
That looks so good.
Thank you.
చేయి కలర్ చేయి అందరు కలర్ కూడా చేస్తారు.
Later anta.
లేటర్ అంటే తర్వాత అని కాదు, చెయ్యి ఇప్పుడు మీకు టైం ఉంది కదా.
Mishri, are you done? Show me if you're done.
Mataji, I need to go. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
You need to what?
అది ఫోటో తీసి పెట్టాలి కలర్
I need to go.
Oh, okay.
Okay.